بس ايه
قالوا لا حتى السكشن.
Okay, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Oh, there are no ladies and no gentlemen. It's only Ahmed. Inshallah,
Yes.
ya Ahmed. ملتزم والله يا أحمد وجميل ما شاء الله عليك.
Thank you.
You're very much welcome, ya Ahmed. Where is everyone?
I'll send for them.
Huh?
I'll send for them through WhatsApp.
I'll send a message to them.
I will send
for them.
a message.
Yeah. When you
Okay.
send for someone, this means that this person cannot send, then you're going to send for. So I'm gonna sign for you. This means that if I'm absent, for example, you can call me in the phone and say, Hind, you're absent today. I'm gonna sign for you. Means in your place.
Okay.
This is for. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so we have Najwa and Ahmed. Iman didn't come yet. Hey. Let me ask you a question. Did I send all the assignments to your place, to your email?
For me, no.
For you?
Me either.
No?
Yeah, for me, I didn't receive anything.
The last one or the last
Yeah,
one?
the last one. Yeah, the last one for missed invitation.
For the birthday
For
invitation?
the
Yes.
yeah.
And Ahmed?
Yes, also I didn't receive yet.
Okay, what about Iman?
I couldn't hear. What did you say? I just joined.
I'm just asking, did you receive an answer back? Did you receive the answer back, my assessment to your writing?
Yes.
Okay. No,
They.
but I think you didn't send.
But Miss Hand, we need to know the score.
Sure, I will write down the score in the next upcoming assignment, which will be sent today. Inshallah, after this session, I will send you your assessment right after the class. Okay?
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Inshallah. All right, so let's continue. Where were we? Where were we? Oh, well, yes, we were sharing the Cambridge vocabulary for Ielts, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Unit
so
number 2.
again, you knew your homework, right? Your home assignment, which is lesson 2 and 3. And now,
Is a reading exam in IELTS like these questions you have shared with us?
Yes, this is kind of, I'm just warming up with you now so that you don't feel surprised when you see the writing section. Yes.
That's the reading section, right?
Yeah, but the reading what?
Reading section?
Yes, the reading section is almost the same, but it has different types of questions, or you can add some different types of questions. It's not only yes, no, not given. You'll have yes, no, not given, true, false, not given, complete, match, fill in the gaps, and so on. So many other types of questions. Yeah, the diagram, complete the table, match the type.
Heading and subheading.
Yeah. And sometimes it's just open questions, open answer questions that you will be required to write at least 2 or 3 words, and so on. Yeah? But it's like this passage that we went through a few minutes ago. Okay, and now let's continue what we have started last time. Last time we were discussing how to write a good essay, right? And we said that we have different types of essay. We have opinion essay, discussion essay, opinion discussion, essay, advantage and disadvantages, and many others. Sometimes they get cause and effect, and many others. Last time we were discussing all about the introduction, remember?
Yeah,
What
for paraphrasing.
I need someone to please tell me what should I write in my introduction, or what are the techniques that I should follow while writing a good introduction. Any volunteer?
Paraphrasing the right prompt.
Very good. So number one, I have to paraphrase the given writing prompt. Very good. Number two, this is A. What about B? Can I replace the paraphrasing with something else?
General statement.
General statement. To give a general statement about the topic. Very good. And then what's B? Iman. What should I do after the paraphrasing or giving a general statement about the topic?
I didn't concentrate.
That's a Nabi. Iman, please stay focused and concentrated, please. If you miss something now, I'm afraid that you won't be able to catch it later. Yeah? Ahmed.
After that, followed by thesis sentence,
Yes.
thesis statement,
Excellent.
and it should be followed by my opinion and
Yes.
reason in brief.
Very good. Very good. Your opinion.
Examples.
Very good. No, not examples at all. The reasons why are you convinced with this or that opinion. And the reasons should be main ideas that you're going to illustrate or elaborate in your body paragraphs. From what we are saying now, you can easily tell me, what should I write in my body paragraph or body paragraphs?
Should I say?
Main
idea.
Yeah.
Supporting detail.
Yes.
Example.
Excellent.
More supporting detail with example.
Thank you very much. Okay, so we have handouts here. Let me write down something. This is writing tips. Control A. All right, here we go. Let me share my screen with you now. Oh my God. Now I started to do things.
Miss Hind, by the way,
yeah.
The YouTube video you showed last time, it's very useful about the paraphrasing.
About the paraphrasing.
I found it very, very useful.
Which one?
Yeah.
Mine or someone else's?
For you and the another one also.
Okay.
Both of them.
Okay. This must be my ex-partner, Chris Anders.
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. So anyway, this was about the paraphrasing, and we need to learn how to paraphrase the writing prompt. Then we write the thesis, which is the opinion, and you mentioned the main ideas that you're going to illustrate in the body paragraph. So today, inshallah, we're going to talk about the body paragraphs and what are we going to mention in these body paragraphs, all right? Number one, it's only at least, you have to write at least 3 body paragraphs. The first, the second, and the third one, each one of them should or must include the following. Main idea, as Iman just said, main idea, supporting details, and examples. That's it. Is this all? Yes, this is all. All right? So this is body paragraph 1. Body paragraph 2 the same, and body paragraph 3 should be the same. All right? And now, this is the way my paragraph should look like. Look here.
Put
Sorry?
very much, yeah. Examples as much as possible.
Iman again?
Put many examples as much as possible.
No, put as many examples as possible. Correct. Put as many
examples. I'm talking about examples.
All right, but we don't have to put as many examples as possible. You can mention 1 example for each body paragraph. All right? سلمى سلمى التليفون بتاعي من فضلك. سلمى بليز التليفون بتاعي من فضلك هاتيه هنا جنب اللابتوب. Thank you my dear. All right, so again, the body paragraph really matters. What should I include in the body paragraph? Number one, remember when I told you that, okay, I didn't tell you so. Now, let's see. If you want to start your main idea, with, yes, okay, let me write it down. The blue color, oh my goodness, what's wrong with that? طيب, let me erase this. If you want to start your main idea with, I adore the blue color. I adore the blue color. And that would be your main idea. What supporting details you can include here? Can you please try to write these 3 details to the main idea that I adore the blue color? Yalla, quickly. Try to find this will be my main idea. I need A, right? B and C, supporting details. I want each one of you to think about one idea or one supporting detail to support that I adore the blue color. Convince me that you adore the blue color. Iman.
You want to talk about blue color?
You want to convince me that you adore the blue color. Give me 3 supporting details.
What does adore mean?
Adore means more than love. You love deeply.
Admired.
The nature of blue color.
What does it mean?
Or that's a natural color.
All right, I love the blue, I adore the blue color because it's a natural one that reminds me with the sky that I always aim for, or where I find that all my dreams belong, right?
And it's a cold color.
And it's a cold color that
So
is
that
very comfortable, yes? That can bring comfort whenever I feel
yes,
very much. Najwa.
Improve the feeling.
خلاص. Give some chance to the others, please. Najwa?
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I don't want to, to frustrate you. Iman, I'm sorry. I am the one who's sorry. But again, I just want to give a chance to each one of you, my dear. All right? فتاخدي الأفكار كلها وهم يلاقوا إيه؟
Okay, no problem.
I would.
Yes.
You always confuse with between me and Iman.
Oh, really? Sorry, dear. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Person, Najwa, no problem. Take it.
I would like to say blue color reminds me with a beach.
All right, with the beach. The blue color reminds me with the beach.
Yeah, with the beach, yeah.
Yeah? But it reminds me with the beach where I used to spend my childhood in, right? Or where I used to have all the family gathering in summer there, right?
Right.
All right, thank you very much. Ahmed.
The blue color make me feel
Make or makes Ahmed. Ahmed
makes me feeling free from of stresses and remind me with the sea waves.
Okay, these two examples your friends have already mentioned. It's very comforting color, and it reminds me with the beach and the sea waves. Tell me something else, another supporting detail. Why do you like the blue color?
We already talked about sky and sea. This is
We
the
are
main.
already talk. يعني إيه? Which tense is this? We are already talk. Which tense?
We are already.
Which tense?
We already talked about two things.
We
Two
already
main
talked.
talked.
We have already talked about a certain thing, or we already talked or discussed about it. All right, discussed this or that issue. Thank you. Okay, so if I were in your shoes, I would say that I love the blue color because it reminds me with my mother's eyes. Yeah, or which I really adore because these were the first eyes I saw when I just opened my eyes when I was a little when I was a little infant, right?
And can I say, that's one of the most basic colors?
Yes, it is a basic color that is mainly, if you look at the natural elements around, you will find out that it is such a comforting color, and all the objects that has the same color is very relaxing and very eye comforting as well, or sight comforting as well, right?
And as an artist, it's one of the basic colors. I cannot mix any colors يعني find this color.
No, you mean that if you just mix this basic color with another, you can easily make a if you combine this color with another, you can easily create a different color, a third color, right?
But I cannot create this color from another colors.
From other colors, yes. The blue color is a basic color which is not created by other colors. Yet it is used to create other colors by adding it to a different color or a different paint. Thank you very much, my dear. Thank you. Okay. So that was so good. For an example, what example do you think can support my main idea? My main idea, I adore the blue color. What example do you think is the best to support your idea?
What?
What?
What did you say? Again.
I need an example. Think about an example to support this main idea. Okay, I would say that I would never forget when I was burning and I was on my nerves, or when I was totally raging out. You know what's a raging out person? On rage or on a rage. What does it mean? On a rage means that you were too nervous and you were firing.
Yeah, and that color made me cool down.
Yes. And
Calm
then
down.
that time I decided to go to the seaside and spend some time there. I won't tell you how much comfortable I felt after I left the place, after spending an hour and a half in by the seaside, watching the blue color of the sea waves and the blue creatures around, right?
And this color absorb the nervous or
Absorbs,
feeling.
absorbs. And this
Absorb.
color absorbs, yes, all the heat and the unnecessary feelings that usually overwhelm a human being, right? Like anger, fear, frustration, depression, and so on, right?
Right.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, I was just giving you an idea. What do I mean by a main idea, supporting details, and examples? I hope you understand it now. Do you?
Yes.
Yeah? Do you have any problem with understanding what do I mean by main supporting example? No.
No,
This would be for body paragraph 1. For body paragraph 2, you may say that I adore, or I also I like the red color. That would be my second main idea. Also, I like the red color. And then I try to find some supporting details to the red color, some examples as we mentioned before, and so on. All right? So in the body paragraph 1, I adore the blue color. Number 2, also I like the red color, the yellow color as well in the third paragraph. And I'm going to give some reasons to this or to that. Okay?
Okay.
You got it now, right? So
Yes.
this is the body paragraph. Now let's look at one of the books or the Cambridge books. Let's take Cambridge 12 book and the first writing that we will encounter. Let's see, what do they want us to do? Okay, here we go. First writing. Can you guys see my screen? Can you see that Cambridge book?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Okay, reading. Then moving to the writing here. Here we go. This was task 1, but this is an academic version, so never care about the academic one. Let's take task 2. We know that task 2 is the same in both the general and the academic. Here, write about the following topic. Some people believe that it's good to share as much. Oh, we had this before, right?
We discussed this before.
Yes, we discussed this topic before. Let's take test 2. Don't look at the screen, otherwise you will feel really dizzy. Okay, and now. Here. After the present, at the present time, the population of some countries includes a relatively large number of young adults compared with the number of older people. Do the advantages of this situation outweigh the disadvantages? Tata, what kind of an essay is this?
This one, the fourth type of essay, advantage, disadvantage.
Thank you very much. These are the advantages and disadvantages. Is your opinion required here?
No.
Yes.
I don't think so. I don't have to mention my opinion. Did they mention your opinion in any way?
No.
No, they didn't.
But Miss, we last time we said I have to write the paragraph and the I have discussed the advantage and disadvantage. Then I have to write my opinion in the way when which part I wrote it in a good way. So?
This was an opinion essay. But for the advantage and disadvantage, you don't have to mention your opinion like directly. You can mention it in a subtle way. Subtle means hidden or an indirect way. Because your opinion is not required. They don't ask you to include your opinion in here. Right? So, if I ask you to paraphrase this writing prompt, will you find it easy? At the present time, you can replace it with the word at the present time.
Recently?
Excellent.
Nowadays or recently?
Or nowadays, very good. The population of some countries includes a relatively large number of young adults compared with the number of older. All right. Population could be?
Nation?
Not really, not exactly.
Crowdly or crowded?
The crowdness, not really.
Population.
Capacity of people?
Capacity of people could be.
Density.
The density, very good. The density of
People.
people in a certain place. Yes, the density of people in a certain place. Of some countries could be
Cities.
no countries.
Nations.
Very good. Nations includes
Communities.
communities. No, countries is nation. Includes a relatively large number of young adults. Includes could be replaced with
Consist.
consist of. All right, no, but it doesn't give the same meaning, unfortunately. When something includes something else.
Counted. No.
Good.
Can I use contains?
Has.
As, very good. Relatively large number of young adults. What's relatively large number?
Huge figure.
Large could be huge, okay, but however, yani there is a difference.
Enormous. Enormous.
Enormous is a large, but again, enormous is larger than large. Yes.
Or
Huge
massive.
number of, massive number of, enormous number of, okay, young adults.
Young
No.
The young adults are usually
Childs.
Teenagers.
Children.
Very good. Compared to the number of the older people. As compared to the number of older people is the word that we just learned.
Or geriatric. No.
Older people. A word.
Overage. Overage.
No.
Aged people.
Older people, we can use geriatric. Geriatric
What
people.
about the word adolescents?
Adolescents.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the older people. Compared to the teenagers, we have teenagers, and when you pass this teenager phase, there is the adolescence. All right. So now we're adolescents. Yes.
Adolescent.
Now we'll have to move to the advantages of the situation. Outweigh. Do you guys understand what's outweigh?
No.
Yes.
When you put 2 kgs of tomatoes in one scale and 1.5 kg of tomatoes on the other scale, it's a definite fact that the 2 kgs will outweigh the 1.5 kg, right?
Right.
More
Outweigh.
means
تفوق يا إيمان. تفوق. It outweighs something. تفوق العدد. Understand?
yes.
Yeah, something outweighs the other thing. So do the advantages of this situation outweigh the disadvantages? Well, let's see. We'll need to do a brainstorming diagram, right?
Right.
All right. Will you be able to do it all by yourself or you need my help?
We
By the
can
way,
try.
let me tell you something, okay? As we said before, all we have to do is to, number one, with your pencil, you have to underline advantages we have here. Where are the clue words in this sentence? The population of some countries, large number of young adults as compared to older people. All right? So if you're comparing young adults and older people, you will see that the population here is relatively larger. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages or not? So our topic here will be about the young adults. Yeah? I don't know what's wrong.
Yes.
Young adults. And then we'll see advantages. We'll divide my copybook into advantages and disadvantage. If I have a community that has a larger number of adults or a larger number of teenagers, what are the advantages? And what are the disadvantages of a large number of teenagers in this community? What would happen here or there? Think about it and try to give me some reasons or try to give me why do you think it has many advantages. Imagine that you're living in Riyadh and the majority of the population in Riyadh are teenagers. What do you think are the advantages and the advantages to this point? Try to write anything in your brainstorming diagram, okay, and we'll discuss it together. Let's take at least 5 minutes to think about it.
Najwa,
Yes.
could you please repeat what did she say?
She said we have give the 3 reasons for if Riyadh, the majority of Riyadh, most of them young adult. So what the advantage or disadvantage?
Yeah, more than other old one, right?
Yeah, for young for young adult. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I got it.
Hi, Shabab, done?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Done?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, yalla. Let's start. I just need Ahmed to start telling me the advantages of having a larger number of population of young adults in a population. Yeah. هنبدأها بقى ينفع
yes, yes.
كده؟
No.
Okay.
Other older people have the ability to do more physical tasks than younger one.
Okay.
Also have a good memory and performance than younger. This is second main idea. And the third main idea, they are active and are not afraid of facing dangers.
They're active and they are not afraid of facing dangers. طيب. That would be a very good idea too. So you mean that they are active, you mean that the whole community will turn into a productive community, right?
Yes.
Yes, which will affect and influence the industry, the farming, the what else? All kinds of industry and all kinds of like the productive activities will increase in that, right?
Yes, because this is considered the source of our manpower.
Okay, they are considered to be the source of our manpower. That's an amazing one. It's a good resource. So you mean the manpower is highly empowered if you have a higher or a larger number of young adults. Thank you very much, Ahmed. What about the advantages, Najwa?
For the young children, they have
No, we don't have young children. We have young adults.
sorry, I'm very sorry. Young adult, they have maybe a new aspect or a new vision. So they may increase the industry, the economy, and the technology.
Okay, so their productivity may affect industry, technology, and economy.
And economy, yeah.
Thank you very much.
And
what else?
And also, they have the ability to learn more than
they learn faster than children.
Children.
Very good. They learn faster than children and the grown-ups. Very good. So that they can be or they can create a whole community of sophisticated يعني مثقف, of a sophisticated and well-educated community that can definitely develop the society among the globe, right? Okay,
right.
Thank you very much. What about Iman?
Those young adults, they have more flexibility and they are more active and they can cover any career of jobs and they can update easily in an easy way.
Meaning that they have higher skills to develop whatever the nation has already settled down. Yes, they have better ideas, they have fresher blood. Yes,
so will be more qualified than old adults.
Thank you very much. They are more creative.
These ages, a lot or enormous number. So that makes we have a lot of schools, university that make our country unique and like a city of knowledge.
Thank you very much. That's a very good point. Thanks a lot. What about dividing this into categories, like having or the advantages of having a larger number of young adults that will definitely affect the industry, and in the second point that will definitely influence or affect the technology, right, the education, the health, and so on. Okay, so or you can say that they are more productive as a main idea, and then as supporting details They can be more productive and creative in education and to give examples in technology and to give examples and so on. Now you understand it.
Yes.
All right, now let's think about the disadvantages of having a community with a larger number of young adults. Disadvantages, please.
They cannot, they don't have um, an acceptable responsibility uh, and instead of adults, all the adults, big adults.
The collocation here in this sentence is so, not very acceptable. Do not try to translate from Arabic, literal Arabic. Say it again clearly and in English, please, not in any other language. Say it again, Iman. I like your
Okay.
idea, by the way. Your idea is so innovative. But say it again.
They don't have a responsibility like all the adults.
Why don't you say that they are not reliable enough?
Yes.
Reliable enough. When someone is reliable, means responsible. So you mean to say that they are not reliable enough to depend on when it comes to the responsibility over their shoulders. Thank you very much. What else?
And they don't a big experience or enough experience like others, big adults.
Or adolescents. Very good. They lack experience. They lack the experience. Lack, yani they don't have it. When you lack something, you don't have it. So they lack the experience that may save years of hard work, yeah, unlike the adolescents who already own years of experience. Okay?
And the enormous number of them, it can reflect on the financial situation on this country to cover or to find their needs, like schools, universities.
Super duper perfect. Excellent. I like this idea too. Excellent. Let's listen to someone else. Ahmed, do you have any disadvantages?
Yes, they making
They making
mistakes.
استناني ايه they
Yeah.
making
Are
Okay, sorry. They are making
لا they are
mistakes.
making means that they are making now. You're talking about facts, ya Ahmed. Facts
Yes.
means present perfect, present
They
simple.
make mistakes and not professional, like older.
All right, like the adolescents or the older people or the elderlies. Elderlies is another new word that we need to learn. The elderly. Well, yes, they, as we said before, they lack experience.
Not experience enough.
Yes, they are not experienced enough, which can definitely lead to some defects or to some mistakes that may happen when people depend on them. This is number one. Number two, disadvantage. Do you have another one?
Another disadvantage.
Yes. Another disadvantage. Huh?
Maybe the a young adult, they didn't have a complete picture about the tradition and the culture.
They didn't? No.
They didn't.
No. They don't. Najwa, it's a fact now.
Yeah. They don't know the or they don't get the picture about the culture and the customs traditional. So maybe that effect on the maybe the culture of the some population.
Hold on, just a minute, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, Najwa, I like this idea too. And let me add another idea to it.
I have a
Yes, you have another one?
yes. When I want to talk about more opportunities to find jobs and employment, they need more opportunities to find jobs
Excellent, excellent. They need
and
more job
employment.
opportunities, yes. And this is considered to be one of the
Disadvantages.
disadvantage or give me another
Need.
synonym to the word disadvantage. Another synonym to the word disadvantage, please.
Yeah.
Bismillah. دقيقة وقع ولا ايه؟ All right, so yes. Disadvantage could be, okay, let me write them down. Drawbacks, demerits, all right, downsides, or disadvantages. These are all synonyms to the word disadvantage. So disadvantages, drawbacks, demerits, downsides. Okay, which is some antonyms. I'm writing, by the way, I've sent them to your chat box. Just open the chat box. Advantages, merits. Okay. What else? Pros. All right.
Say fault or
Sorry.
fault.
Repeat it again, please.
Could we say fault?
Fault, no. Defects, but defect again is not the same meaning as disadvantages. So we have advantages, merits, pros, or these are all. Okay, no more. Advantages and privileges. Privileges. Privileges are good things about something. So
Benefits.
Benefits. Okay. Good. Thank you very much. All right. So now we're almost done with mentioning how many advantages and disadvantages that may be included here. All right. Okay. So I have to mention my opinion. I'm sorry, you don't have to, or you don't need. All right. You don't need to include your opinion.
I'm sorry, your sound not clear enough.
Sound is not clear.
Miss Henda, we cannot hear anything.
Oh, okay. A minute. Sorry, just a minute.
We lost you.
It's coming like robot sound.
All right. I sometimes turn into a robot. You don't know. All right. What about now? Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay. Better now, or I'm still a robot?
No, sorry.
Yeah.
This is
No,
good.
Okay now.
It's still the same or better?
Yeah, better.
Now, good.
All right, all right. Thank you. So I've written all the words. Now let's have a look at, oh no, before I show you the model answer to this, we need to talk about something else called the conclusion, right? But we forgot something very important again. Remember that we need to talk about some examples. Which examples are you going to mention when you say that young adults are more productive than the grown-ups or than the the elderlies? Can you give me an example? By the way, let me tell you something. Examples usually are taken from either statistics or, here, let me write this down. When it comes to examples, examples are usually taken from your own experience, or like a self-experience, all right? Something that you have already lived. Or it's better if you talk about some numbers and statistics. Numbers and statistics. Numbers and statistics, or some studies and some researches. Studies and researches. Okay? So numbers and statistics, or studies and researches. You can say, for example, that studies have proved that in Europe, okay, the productivity is way less in some countries in Europe than the other countries, because the population of the middle-aged young children is way lower than the children and the elderly. Yes, that's why they agree on a huge number of immigrants to come and live in their place, who are in a specific age, not more than this, which is the category that they need or that their nation needs. Okay?
Mm.
Do you understand?
Yes, clearly.
Okay. I just want to make sure that you can hear me clearly. Is my sound clear enough?
Yes, miss.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, finally, we'll talk about how to write a conclusion. Conclusion. A good and successful conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, must include, as we said before, or I don't know whether we say it for the first time, conclusion is called, or is a mirror image. It's a mirror image to the introduction. Again, it's a mirror image to the introduction. How is that? What should I write in the conclusion? Well, all you have to do is to write whatever you have mentioned in your introduction, which is, again, you need to paraphrase the given writing prompt, mention your opinion and the reasons, or the thesis statement, whatever thesis statement you're going to put, all right? But these are all, or these all should be mentioned in different words and different order. Yani otherwise, why I write the conclusion? If I'm going to write whatever I wrote in my introduction, write whatever you wrote in your introduction, give a short note or a summary of what you've written throughout the essay until you're done with it. Yes? So again, but we need to know many things. Number one, never, adding new ideas is not allowed here. Adding new ideas is not allowed at all. Not allowed. All right? It's just a summary to summarize what you have stated. Only. It's a summary to whatever you have summarize whatever you have stated only. Okay. To start this summary, I usually start with to summarize, to sum up, to conclude, in brief, in short, all right, in brief, in short. Some people say in a nutshell, but unfortunately, I do not recommend this to be written in a formal essay. In a nutshell is a nice word to be said while speaking, not to put it in a formal essay. So to summarize, as a summary, as a conclusion, all right? These are all good introductory sentences or phrases or words to start your conclusion with, all right? Right. Now let me move to, oh, it's 9:30. 9:30 now? My goodness. All right. I think that we have consumed a lot of time in this class, but the point is that make sure, plus I'm not going to take longer, please make sure that you include or you start your paragraph, especially the body paragraphs, with one of the, with one of the what?
Main ideas or?
No. Before the main idea, you have to use the
introduce a statement.
Introductory phrase, which is called the
Paraphrasing.
No, not the paraphrasing. We usually use one of the joining words. And these joining words that, as I mentioned before, like however, like despite, in spite of, on the one hand, on the other hand, okay, on the contrary, as we mentioned before, like, yes, many others. Did I send you this worksheet before?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes.
For
Yes.
These are the joining words that are used to join paragraphs together. These are the joining words. So you have to start your paragraph. Yes.
Ms. Hind, do you mean the transition word?
Yeah, the joining words, which are called the transitions or transition words or phrases. And transitions means, transition means moving from one place to another. Yeah.
Okay.
So for transition, if you want to move from one idea that you're done with, one main idea supporting the example, and you want to move to another idea, you need to use transition word or phrase. Like what? Like likely, similarly, or unlikely. On the other hand, or on the other hand, or however, yes, however, moreover, if you're adding one idea to the other, yes, on the one hand, in addition to that, as mentioned above, all right, and for so these are words to start your paragraphs or your body paragraphs with. Why? Because you need to tell your reader what is the relationship between this idea and that idea. You need to join these ideas together. مش واحدة في الشرق وواحدة في الغرب يعني. Your ideas must be related to each other. And these introductory words or transition words can easily tell your reader what is the relationship between ideas and paragraphs. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, great. I just want you, please, to have a look. To have a look at this passage, all right, or at this writing prompt. Then it's going to be today's home assignment. Here is your home assignment. This is today's home assignment. Okay, do it and send it, and I will check them all. And please write down how many words you used and how much time you spent while writing this essay. All right? Because I'm going to evaluate and give you your band score accordingly. My goodness. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for today's session. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learned from it. All right? If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to call me. Okay? Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any questions before we leave? No questions? No questions.
Thank
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Wait for my assessment very soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bye bye.